Have you ever felt a deep, unexplainable pull to something greater than yourself? A quiet, persistent knowing that there is more to you than meets the eye, a sense that your existence is tied to something much grander. You're not alone. For many, this feeling isn't just a passing thought, it's a divine calling. It's the whisper of your soul reminding you of your higher purpose. And within this journey lies a profound discovery: your power, the gifts, the strengths, the unique traits that make you who you are. These are not random. They are intricately connected to the very fabric of the universe. But what if I told you that these gifts align with a higher celestial order, a divine hierarchy that stretches beyond earthly comprehension, where your abilities, your essence, are reflections of the angelic beings that guide the cosmos? In this script, we'll explore the celestial structure, a hierarchy of angels that mirror the powers we possess. From the fiery devotion of the Seraphim to the grounded guidance of the angels, we'll look at how your unique power may connect to one of these celestial ranks. This is not just about learning who you are in the grand scheme of the universe. It's about understanding that you are, in essence, a part of something eternal and profound. The power within you is not random, and it is not by chance that you are here. Your gifts are a manifestation of a divine order, and it's time to uncover how those abilities connect you to the celestial realms. As we venture into this exploration, think back to your own life. Have there been moments when your actions felt divinely inspired, when your creativity, your leadership, or your compassion seemed almost effortless? Those moments may have been glimpses of your true angelic nature. The universe is calling, and this is your chance to discover where you belong within the grand celestial hierarchy. Understanding angelic ranks, a divine order. The universe operates in harmony, guided by divine laws that are invisible to the human eye, but constantly shaping the world around us. Among these laws lies a hierarchy of celestial beings, each one playing a unique and crucial role in maintaining the cosmic order. These beings, the angels, are more than just messengers. They are embodiments of divine powers that influence everything from the smallest spark of creativity to the largest cosmic events. But understanding this hierarchy isn't just about looking at angels from a distant, religious perspective. It's about recognizing how their qualities resonate within us, how we are reflections of their divine essence. At the top of this hierarchy, we find the Seraphim, the most pure and fiery of beings, exuding love and light in its most intense form. Below them, the cherubim serve as guardians of divine wisdom, guiding humanity with profound insights. Thrones stand as pillars of justice, while dominions maintain balance between the earthly and spiritual realms. Virtues embody creativity and healing, powers protect the divine will, principalities oversee the structure of society, archangels stand as protectors and messengers of truth. And finally, angels, everyday guardians, who provide guidance and protection to individuals. What's fascinating about this hierarchy is how closely it mirrors our own human experience. Think about your own life. Have you ever found yourself guiding others with wisdom, protecting those in need, or inspiring change with your creativity? These actions align with the angelic roles that exist above us. Understanding the ranks of angels is not about focusing solely on the celestial realm. It's about recognizing the divine blueprint within us. Every person possesses a unique power that corresponds to one of these angelic ranks, and it's in discovering which rank your powers align with that you will uncover your deeper purpose in this life. This hierarchy, far from being static, is dynamic. Your place within it can shift as you evolve spiritually. Your angelic rank is not a label, but a reflection of the divine qualities that you embody. As you continue your spiritual journey, you may find that your connection to one rank deepens, while another becomes more prominent. The beauty of this divine order is that it allows for growth, transformation, and awakening to your fullest potential. The Seraphim, beacons of fiery devotion and purity. Imagine a presence so pure, so intense, that it radiates light that can burn away all darkness. This is the essence of the Seraphim, the highest order of angels. These beings are the embodiment of divine love, passion, and devotion, shining with an intensity that is unmatched. The Seraphim are not just creatures of light. They are the fire that fuels creation, the divine energy that burns away all that is impure, leaving only purity behind. If you resonate with the Seraphim, you are someone who is deeply connected to the divine, someone whose love for the Creator and for humanity is so intense that it becomes a driving force in your life. You are the person who feels the fire of creativity and inspiration burning within you, urging you to create, to heal, to transform. Your actions are driven by a deep love and devotion to the divine cause. Every moment of your life is infused with the desire to elevate others and make the world a better place. I can recall a time in my own life when I felt this kind of fiery devotion. It was a moment when I was faced with a challenge so great that I wondered if I could overcome it. But in that moment of uncertainty, a wave of inspiration washed over me. I knew, without a doubt, that I was guided by something greater than myself. It was as if the universe itself was urging me forward. The fire within me burned brighter, and I realized that this was the essence of Seraphim energy: intense, transformative, and unstoppable. If you recognize yourself in these words, you might be aligned with the Seraphim. You are the one who radiates light into the darkness, who lifts others with your presence, and who creates waves of transformation wherever you go. Your ability to ignite the spark of creativity in others, to inspire and heal, is not something to be taken lightly. It is a divine gift, one that requires humility, purity, and the willingness to burn brightly for the good of all. But there is a challenge for the Seraphim. The intensity of your energy can sometimes feel overwhelming, both to you and to others. It's easy to become consumed by your own passions, to lose sight of the humility that comes with such an intense connection to the divine. The key is balance. Use your fiery devotion to guide others, but remember to ground yourself in humility, allowing the purity of your intentions to shine through without burning out. The cherubim, guardians of wisdom and divine knowledge. The cherubim are often depicted as beings with immense wisdom, guardians of sacred knowledge who bridge the gap between heaven and earth. Their role is not just to protect knowledge, but to share it, to bring divine wisdom into human understanding. The cherubim are the keepers of the secrets of the universe, and their power lies in their ability to see the deeper truths behind all things. If you are aligned with the cherubim, you possess an extraordinary ability to understand the interconnectedness of life, to perceive the divine wisdom that governs all things. In my own journey, I've experienced moments of deep insight, times when a problem or question would arise, and suddenly the solution would become clear as if revealed from a higher place. It's a feeling of understanding not just with the mind, but with the soul. The wisdom that pours through feels almost otherworldly, a knowing that transcends the physical world. When you experience this kind of clarity, you may be channeling the energy of the cherubim. As a cherubim, you are here to guide others with your wisdom. You are the one people turn to when they need guidance, not just for intellectual answers, but for spiritual truth. Your ability to see beyond the surface, to understand the deeper meaning behind life's events, is a gift that should be nurtured. You are not here to keep that wisdom for yourself. Your role is to share it, to teach others how to see the divine in all things. But with this wisdom comes great responsibility. The cherubim are not just intellectuals, they are deeply spiritual beings who understand that true wisdom is not about knowing facts, it's about understanding the divine purpose behind everything. If you are aligned with the cherubim, it is crucial to maintain humility. The wisdom you hold is not yours alone. It is a gift from the divine, and it is meant to be shared with the world. Trust in the guidance you receive, and remember that your role is to uplift others with the knowledge you possess. The thrones, embodiments of justice and divine order. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where the scales of justice felt unbalanced? Perhaps you've watched someone suffer unjustly and felt the deep need to restore order, to ensure fairness prevails. There's a force inside you that cannot tolerate dishonesty or corruption, that demands the truth be revealed and for righteousness to reign. If this resonates with you, then you may be connected to the energy of the thrones, beings who embody divine justice, ensuring that the cosmic order remains intact. Thrones are not simply judges, they are the manifestation of divine law, ensuring that all things, from the smallest atom to the grandest galaxy, function in harmony and balance. Thrones have the ability to see the bigger picture. They understand that justice is not about petty grievances or temporary wrongs, but about the divine flow that governs everything in existence. It's like the moment I experienced when I stood in the middle of a chaotic situation, and suddenly I could see the deeper truth, the larger picture. I realized that justice wasn't just about punishing wrongs, but about restoring balance to the entire system. That was when I understood the energy of the thrones, the ability to see every angle of a situation, to discern the truth, and to act in a way that brings order, not chaos. If you feel that pull for justice, if you're the one who steps in when others are wronged, you might carry the energy of the thrones. Your strength lies not only in your ability to judge, but in your ability to heal what is broken, to see beyond personal biases and act for the good of all. But with such power comes a challenge: the responsibility to stay impartial, to not let personal emotions cloud the divine order you are meant to uphold. Just as the thrones are not swayed by emotions, neither should you allow anger or frustration to cloud your judgment. Your ability to perceive all perspectives with clarity is a gift, and it is a power that must be used with grace and discretion. The Dominions, masters of leadership and governance. Leadership is more than just guiding others. It's about creating a vision, organizing efforts, and ensuring that everything aligns with a greater purpose. Have you ever found yourself naturally stepping into a leadership role, not because you sought it, but because it simply felt right? You might have had moments where others look to you for guidance, for direction, and you offer it effortlessly, helping people find their way in times of confusion. This natural ability to lead, to bring order out of chaos, is a sign that you may carry the energy of the Dominions, beings who oversee divine governance and ensure that everything operates in alignment with higher spiritual laws. Dominions are masters of leadership, not because they command others, but because they understand the intricate dynamics of relationships, systems, and structures. I can remember a time when I was tasked with leading a project that seemed impossible. People were scattered, unsure of their roles, and confusion ran high, but something shifted inside me. I stepped up, not with arrogance, but with a quiet knowing that the task could be accomplished if we all worked together, focusing on the bigger picture. As I brought clarity to the group, something remarkable happened. The entire team began to align with the vision, and together, we achieved what seemed impossible. That moment taught me the essence of the Dominions. They are not about imposing their will, they are about harmonizing and structuring efforts toward a greater good. If you feel that innate calling to lead, whether in your family, your community, or in the workplace, you may be embodying the essence of a Dominion. Your power lies not in domination, but in creating an environment where others can thrive, where their strengths are aligned with a common purpose. But as a Dominion, your challenge is to resist the urge to control everything. You must trust in the process and in the people you lead. Your strength is in your ability to see the potential in everyone and bring them together for a common cause. The virtues, catalysts for creativity, healing, and innovation. There are those rare individuals whose very presence seems to ignite something extraordinary in others. They are the ones whose ideas and creations seem to spark revolutions, to heal wounds, and to inspire others to achieve the impossible. If you've ever felt that your creativity flows like an unstoppable river, or if you've been the source of healing for someone in need, then you may be connected to the virtues, the beings whose divine role is to spark creativity, bring about healing, and inspire innovation. Virtues are not just creators, they are the divine forces behind breakthroughs in art, science, and spiritual understanding. I vividly remember a time when I was struggling with a creative block, feeling as if all my ideas had dried up. But one evening, as I sat in silence, a sudden surge of inspiration washed over me. It was as if the very essence of the universe was pouring its energy into me, urging me to create something new. And in that moment, I realized that this was the energy of the virtues, a divine spark of creativity and healing that fuels not just the artist, but the entire world. If you recognize yourself in this experience, you might carry the essence of the virtues. Your creativity and ability to heal are not just talents, they are divine gifts. You may be someone whose artistic or scientific endeavors change lives, whose work not only touches the hearts of individuals, but shifts entire cultures and systems. But as a virtue, you must guard against becoming consumed by your own brilliance. The energy of the virtues is meant to serve humanity, to elevate others through the expression of divine beauty and healing. Your challenge lies in remembering that your creativity is not for personal gain, but for the greater good. The world needs your light, your innovations, and your healing hands. The powers, warriors of divine protection and strength. There are times in life when you feel an overwhelming need to stand up for what is right, to defend the weak, to protect those who cannot protect themselves. If you've ever found yourself in a situation where you were driven by a sense of justice and protection to fight against evil or injustice, then you may be aligned with the powers, celestial warriors tasked with carrying out divine protection and ensuring that the will of the Creator is upheld. The powers are not just protectors in the traditional sense, they are the warriors who battle against darkness, fear, and injustice, ensuring that light prevails. I recall a moment in my life when a friend of mine was wronged in a way that I knew could not stand. Without hesitation, I stepped in, using everything in me to defend what was right, to confront the darkness that sought to harm. It was not an easy battle, but in that moment, I felt a power surging through me, a strength that went beyond human capacity. This was the energy of the powers, fierce protection, unwavering strength, and the courage to face any challenge, no matter how insurmountable. If you are someone who cannot stand by when wrong is done, who feels a deep, almost primal need to protect and defend, you may be channeling the energy of the powers. You are the one who rises in times of crisis, who stands firm against darkness, and who ensures that justice prevails. But with such strength comes a responsibility. The challenge for the powers is not just to fight, but to ensure that their strength is guided by compassion, that their protection is rooted in love, and that their actions align with the divine will. Your power is not just to defeat your enemies, but to protect and preserve what is sacred and divine. The principalities, architects of societal transformation. Have you ever felt a deep, almost unshakable desire to change the world around you? Perhaps you've been frustrated by the state of society, the systems in place, and felt called to reshape them, to create a more harmonious and just world for everyone. If you resonate with this feeling, there's a strong possibility that you may carry the energy of the principalities, the celestial beings tasked with guiding nations, communities, and societies toward higher principles of divine order. Principalities are not just leaders, they are the architects of societal transformation. They shape the very fabric of civilization, ensuring that the structures of society reflect the highest spiritual ideals. I recall a time when I became deeply frustrated by the inequalities I witnessed in my community. I felt an overwhelming urge to step in, to take action, and make a difference. I wasn't sure where to begin, but I started by organizing small community events, speaking out about the importance of fairness and justice, and helping to build connections between people who had previously been divided. As I took those first steps, I began to understand the essence of the principalities. It wasn't just about leading, it was about creating a new vision, one where everyone could thrive in alignment with higher spiritual truths. If you find yourself naturally gravitating towards leadership roles that involve large-scale governance or the betterment of society, you might be channeling the energy of the principalities. Your gifts lie in your ability to organize, to inspire others to see the larger picture, and to guide communities toward meaningful transformation. But with this power comes the responsibility to see the big picture. The challenge for the principalities is ensuring that every decision, every action is made with the welfare of all in mind, not just a select few. If you carry the energy of the principalities, You are here to guide humanity through profound change, and that is a sacred responsibility. The archangels, divine messengers, and protectors of humanity. Have you ever felt as though you were called to stand between light and darkness, to protect the vulnerable, and to fight for justice? There's an undeniable sense of duty that calls you to action, a feeling that no matter how daunting the challenge, you are compelled to rise, to defend, and to guide those who cannot defend themselves. If this resonates with you, you may embody the essence of the archangels, divine beings who serve as protectors of humanity and messengers of divine truth. Archangels are not just powerful warriors, they are the spiritual guardians who stand on the front lines of cosmic battles, ensuring that light triumphs over darkness. I've had moments in my life when I felt compelled to stand up for someone else, to defend the truth, even when it seemed like an uphill battle. I remember a time when a close friend was being wronged by a powerful figure, and I couldn't just sit back. It was as if something greater than myself pushed me into action. I spoke up, I confronted the injustice, and I stood firm, knowing that I had to protect my friend. That moment of courage, that feeling of fierce protection, was when I understood the role of the archangels. If you find that you are driven to protect others, to speak out against injustice, and to fight for what is right, you may carry the essence of the archangels. Your role is to guard humanity from the forces that seek to destroy, to shine light on truth, and to ensure that divine justice prevails. But with this immense power comes a challenge. The archangels must always remain grounded in love and humility. While your drive to protect and defend is fierce, it must be tempered with the wisdom to know when to act and when to let others fight their own battles. As an archangel, your strength lies not just in your ability to confront darkness, but in your capacity to inspire others to stand alongside you in the fight for justice. The angels, everyday guides, and divine guardians. We often think of angels as distant, ethereal beings who reside in the heavens, far removed from the struggles of everyday life. But what if I told you that angels are right here among us, quietly guiding, protecting, and helping us navigate the challenges of our daily existence? In fact, if you've ever experienced a moment of unexpected clarity, a gentle nudge toward the right decision, or a feeling of comfort when you needed it most, it's possible that you are receiving guidance from the angels. Angels are not the grand, powerful beings we often read about. They are the everyday guardians, the unseen forces who walk alongside us, offering gentle guidance, protection, and love. I remember a time in my life when I felt completely lost, overwhelmed by the uncertainty of a major life decision. I was standing at a crossroads, unsure which path to take. In that moment, I heard a voice, soft yet clear, telling me to trust myself, to move forward with confidence, even though I couldn't see the full picture. That moment of clarity felt like divine intervention, and it was only later that I realized that it was the guidance of an angel, an everyday messenger, quietly supporting me on my journey. If you find yourself guiding others in their most vulnerable moments, offering them the comfort they need, or providing clarity when they feel lost, you may carry the energy of the angels. Your gift lies in your ability to offer protection, guidance, and reassurance, helping others find their way when they feel uncertain. But with this gift comes a challenge. Because angels work in subtle ways, it's easy to overlook their presence. If you are an angel, your role is to be a quiet force in the background, not seeking recognition, but offering your wisdom and support whenever it is needed. You are the silent guide, the protector who ensures that others stay on their true path. Conclusion: embrace your divine role and fulfill your purpose. As we journey through the different angelic ranks, it's clear that each role plays an integral part in the grand design of the universe. Whether you resonate with the fiery devotion of the Seraphim or the everyday guidance of the angels, you are part of a divine order, a celestial plan that is unfolding in profound ways. The beauty of understanding your angelic rank is that it empowers you to see the divine purpose in your life. Your unique talents, gifts, and abilities are not random. They are part of a much larger cosmic mission. I can tell you from my own experience that discovering your divine role is a transformative process. It's not always easy, and it often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, confronting your fears, and embracing your true potential. But when you recognize the divine power within you, when you understand that your gifts are part of something greater, everything changes. You begin to see the world through a new lens, one that is aligned with your purpose, your destiny. It's time to embrace your divine role fully, to step into the power that lies dormant within you. The universe has a plan for you, and your unique abilities are a key part of that plan. Your presence in the world is not an accident. It is a deliberate, divine design. No matter where you are on your journey, know that your role is vital. Embrace the power within you, trust the guidance that comes from the heavens, and fulfill your purpose with courage, passion, and grace. The world needs your light now more than ever. You are here for a reason, and your divine role is waiting for you to step into it.